Hey everyone, Lensman Oz here, and this is FTB Inventions, episode 5. I decided to start setting up Quarry. Didn't know which way I was coming out of the portal then. So this is the quarry that that Ozzy gave me. Sorry, one day I'll clarify properly. And I thought I would just set up just a basic quarry system here. I don't know how I managed to drop them on the ground. And make it so that coal goes yellow. What's up, white? White can have cobble, dirt, maybe sand, gravel, etc. But I'll let it run for a bit and see what happens. I had a couple more conduits left. I will probably try and get some more eventually. And I want to change these ones to clay. I want to do insertion pipes. Or is that probably not the best idea? Because obviously the more of these that are running, the better. So I can start it off by just giving it some... That's so funny, the new quarries now. Well, since they did this. That's one little piece of coal running at 20 RF a tick, which is like nothing. Terrible. So I will get a couple of more capacitors so that we can maybe make this a little bit faster. Give it 60 RF a tick. Not sure if they're going to build up now, but I'll get some capacitors in here just to make them a little bit more efficient for a start. And I'll need to do something about the water. I don't think this one has Quarry Fixer on it, which could be an issue. I don't want to lag the server out with tons of water. This has got a fair bit of water too. I might employ a pump later to enable this to work better. Whoops. I don't know. I'll get to it. It'll be all right. The quarry's just started off. It's probably out of power now. Are you out of power? Yep. So I'll probably change these a little. I mean, if you've watched any of my previous series, you've seen me set up quarries before. So you know the drill. This should... Oh, whoops. Oh no, it should go up. Why are you throwing things on the ground? That's a void pipe. That's why. Maybe I needed to go one more up on that, so it's not straight into the diamond. Alright, let's fix that. It's gonna make a bit of a mess. Them's the brakes. Or is it just having trouble putting it into the quartz pipe? No? I just like making a mess, I think. No, don't send stuff down there. Just me, forever with the derps. Yellow. And white was this and this. We want to put the void pipe on top. And then we'll do 1, 2, dirt everywhere. Yay. Whoops. Hey, at least I got enough dirt now to go and fill in those lakes. Still not working, is it? Is it because of the the quartz pipes? I thought they were better than most things. Let's avoid transport pipe. Now I'll go and make a wooden pipe. Or a gold maybe. Maybe a gold pipe would be better. It's a bit weird. I've never had Quarry really spit it out like that. I don't want to put a chest and have an engine on top. I think that'd slow things down a bit. I don't think I've got any gold either. I think I used all of it. Let's have a look. Some Yellorian. I'll be able to make some gold. Gold. Glass. Let's make some golden transport pipes. Teach one to the system. Not sure why I've got glass panes. Alright, let's head back. See if we can get this right. I don't want to spend an entire episode derping up a quarry. Seems a bit strange. Dirt everywhere. I'll change you to a gold one. Does that just fire it out quicker? It seems to fire it out quicker. I don't know, is that something in a newer version of Buildcraft that's doing this, or...? I'm confused. I'm very confused. I have no words for this. I have no words at all. Why are you doing this, you silly game? It's literally just rocketing off in any direction it feels like. Which I guess means that I might need to, I might actually need to put a chest on top. Pump it into the chest. And then pull it out of the chest with an engine. You know what? I'm just going to go on the thing of I'm not sure what's going on here. And I'm going to leave it for now. Because that's just, yeah, that's not right. Something is very messed up there, I think. Let me know in the comments because it just, yeah, anyway. Right, so I don't know whether some of you might have seen it the other day. I did try to do a live stream and I'm sorry to report that it doesn't work. I don't have the upload capacity for it. I thought I'd give it a go. And like it sort of worked, but I was getting a lot of errors saying, you know, you're not uploading fast enough and we're not getting enough content, and which is a bummer because I thought that, you know, it would have been pretty cool to be able to do a live stream and let you guys join in. But alas, it's not to be. And I'm wondering, I've got no oil out there. I may have run out of oil already. That would not be very nice. That would not be very nice at all. Now the tip was to hold a bucket. a little bit over a bucket of... That's empty. There's nothing in there. Hopefully that wasn't just burning power. Where's my rail cart? I'm guessing the pump's finished. Which is very highly likely, I guess. It wasn't as big a... Mr. Creeper. How you doing? Go away. Bad griefing's disabled. Oh, I guess that wasn't a very big oil spawn at all, and this was a bit of a waste of time. That's a bummer. I don't know of too much more. There's a bit of oil over there. I don't know of too much more oil around. Guess it means I'm going to need to do a bit of searching, perhaps trying to soak up some of this oil, but I don't think that's going to be enough either. There's one there, but that's all the way over near Oz's base. There's one there too, but I don't want to take this person's oil. Alright, well I might, gee, didn't give me much at all. I might break all this down, and I'll be back in a tick. Okay, I'm back. I've moved the pump. Haven't done anything amazing with it. I've just moved it over to the other side of the area here. I'm just setting up some booster tracks. This is all just rough and messy and probably is going to annoy me a bit, but until I get a better source of power, I guess this is it. Come on, turn on. Thank you. So I grabbed my crowbar. Which way do I want it? That way. Whole cart's still full. There you go. Yes. So this is just going to pump these two little lakes out. I kind of tried to connect it to see if it'll work. There's another one. I thought there was another one out here. Maybe there's not. Is it this way? Oh no, I think it's the other way actually. Judging by the map, it's over the hill. It's the one here, I think. Up here. So I guess in between episodes I'm gonna move it. There's a little bit here, which isn't much at all. I'm gonna need to do some exploring. Maybe go out in the ocean a ways and see if there's a... Hey, look at that, this is already pumped out. Can I break this through? So it touches maybe? I think that's how the Buildcraft one works, isn't it? Let's see if it pumps it out. Yep, it's pumping that out. I'm just cleaning up the environmental mess. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. It's pumping out. I think it is. Yep, it's pumping that bit out too. So I'm going to run out of fuel again. There you go. That's all empty there, and it's just going to empty down that bit over there. So we need to start working on some other source of fuel that to enable us to get this backwards and forwards. I don't have any I don't have the ender heads or any of the ender pearls, etc., to make a transdimensional the Ender IO transdimensional power thingy, or we could have teleported the trains backwards and forwards too, because there's probably oil in the mining age. But yeah, I don't have that ability at the moment, and I'll need to do some work towards it. That's going fairly quickly, and this will probably beat me back. But I was hoping this oil would last me a little bit longer than it has. Look out for trains. And considering that this was only running... That's weird. At 23... Oh, this area is probably not chunk loaded. So that's something else I need to look into now that I've got all these things chunk loaded. I don't need them chunk loaded anymore. That'll solve that problem. So that's draining out nicely. We've got 2 buckets. We've got not much at all in here. But I made the basic power capacitor, which can hold 1 million RF. So we now actually have a full 1 million RF here, 1.1, and the gasoline is filling up. Yep, very slowly, but filling up. It's a slow system, but I guess it's working at the moment. And we'll need to do some more work with those engines. I guess we'll put another cut here. I'll go and try and fix that quarry, and maybe we'll leave it at... I don't know, I'll try and work out what else to do after that. Perhaps we need to work on some ore processing other than... Oh, these are working. I mean, we could always just automate this up now that I've got power. Well, sort of have power, I guess. It's very basic. Okay, I'll cut here and I'll be back in just a second. I might have come up with a solution. I'm thinking we probably need to look into some sort of renewable fuel. I think our generator can handle other fuels, so we may end up doing something similar to the other series where we've got the immersive engineering fuel, and we might use that instead. So we'll make perhaps biodiesel and run it in there. I think it can handle it, which would be excellent. So then we can just generate a couple of farms and pump them through the system and turn it into fuel, which will give us power. So that'll be going forward. We'll work on that in the next couple of episodes, I guess. So this is what I've come up with. Oz did say he would give me some Ender IO conduits. It's something that's a bit derpy with the Buildcraft Quarry for some reason. Not sure why. But this is working. This seems to be keeping up at the moment with I guess the power that I'm producing, which isn't heaps. At the moment I'm producing, what, 60 RF a tick. I haven't made the capacitors yet. And I was putting some dirt into the water areas over there, just to try and stop any lag later on. But ooh, what was under there? Copper. It's a big open area down here. Oh, there's a little must be a little entrance in. Oh, yeah. This goes underneath the quarry. Okay, cool. We've got some good stuff down here. So there's plenty for it to mine up. Oh wow! Lots of materials here. Plenty for it to sink its teeth into once it has enough fuel, I guess. So obviously at the moment I've got it set up to any coal that comes out will go over to those generators. As I said, I would like to make them a little bit more efficient and producing more power, but at the moment I'm a little bit limited to what I have. I got the coal coke from the coke oven back near the base, and it's going quite nicely. We could definitely get some more power out of it. But I think, yeah, so next steps is a bit of immersive engineering. I won't do too much of that on camera unless you guys want to see it. I have just been setting up pretty much at the same time on the Revolution series that I do on the Wednesday. I've just set up the immersive engineering refinery and about to move on to the diesel generator, but this one has the advanced generators, so we should be able to take the hemp we've got. Does this one have mine factory reloaded? Oh, it does. So we can automate the farm with MFR. So if I get a bit of a reed farm and a bit of a hemp farm going, or even just a wheat farm, that should be enough to pump into the 2 machines required. So we might set them up over here somewhere. We might just build this area up a bit, put a harvester here and a planter underneath, and then set up the machines, and we can pipe it over. Maybe we can even reutilize these tanks once the oil runs out. So we'll go from burning fossil fuels to burning a renewable energy, which is a little bit more environmentally friendly. But I think that will be definitely be the solution going forward. So I guess what we can do then is we can have a look, maybe set up the planter and stuff. I'm going to need a bunch more conduits, the energy conduits, so that's something else I'll produce in between. I'm going to need some plastic. Now I do have raw rubber around somewhere. So I had some rubber trees growing. Here's some rubber. A lot. I need to probably put a few more rubber trees out and about. Get them growing so that we can harvest their rubber. Perhaps that's also something else we can do, is a bit of a tree farm. So I was thinking this area here may be up for that. We might level out this, and maybe I'll set up a harvester here. And actually, what I might do instead of let's think about this. Let's use some rail carts, a bit more than we already are. So why don't we clear out some area here, which is going to take me a while, and I can set up the farm for seeds and that over here, and we can bring it in by train. That may be the way to go. And then maybe we have a tree farm out here as well, and we can, I'm not sure, does this one have, if we've got railcraft, we should be able to work around doing some sort of routing. I've never done railcraft routing, so I will need some help in that respect to work out what's what. But we might be able to set it up so that we've got tree farm over here, wheat and whatever over here, sugarcane, whatever, and we'll bring them down via the tracks, and we'll process them here back at sort of like Grand Central Station. Maybe we'll do some processing machines around this area, or even perhaps somewhere else. We've got a bridge to nowhere at the moment. We might be able to make use of the little hill over there, just so we don't have all our machines in one spot lagging up, that particular chunk. So I think that's definitely the route I'm going to go with. So next episode, I'm thinking we'll prep the farm, and perhaps if I can get all the parts that I need, we'll do the tree farm at the same time. I'll have to do a bit of work with leveling out some area here, or maybe we will just do it in this area over here where I've just pumped all the oil out of. So this area here is relatively flat. So we can use this area, set up a tree farm, set up a crop farm, and get them loading onto carts. Alright, I think I'm going to call it here for the day. Thank you for watching as always, and let me know what you think about the idea of moving all the farms over here and running them by trains. I think Triax will be very happy about that. He does like to use the rail carts and been I guess prompting me to use rail carts for a while, and I definitely thank you for that. And I will, I guess, go with your wishes, and we will try rail carts out and work out a way of routing them in and out of the farms and in and out of, I guess, item delivery. So, as always, please leave your comments in the section below. Let me know what you think of the idea, where I can tweak it, which way I should be going with, I guess, signaling, all that sort of jazz. Hit that like button if you like the video. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. It definitely helps me out, it helps out the channel. And all your feedback is definitely appreciated. Where did all my stuff go? My unloader's missing. Oh, duh, it's underneath. Oh, I must be tired. Right, as I said, feedback very, very much appreciated. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next episode.